back. The Commissioner, Adam Silver, 2 right now. Eli's the topic, as always. Ken in Long Island. What's up, Ken?
Hey, Michael. How you doing today?
What's up?
You know, if the Giants had handled this right, I could have almost accepted what they did.
They could. Yeah, there was a way to do it. Yes.
I mean, if they were going from Eli to Davis Webb, and they came out and said, you know what, we've been eliminated from the playoffs. We have a kid that we're high on. We want to get a look at him. I mean, granted, what you can evaluate him on with this collection of garbage.
I mean, it really is rough. What people don't realize how bad. I mean, they haven't run the ball in years. They haven't had a decent offensive line. They let all these guys who wanted to come here and Whitworth went to the Rams. How's he doing there? He's allowed 1 sack this year. You know, Russell Okung wanted to come here. There are other guys who wanted to come here. They haven't signed any of these guys. They've done no job with the offensive line. They lost all 3 of their wide receivers. I mean, come on, give me a break.
They have the same problems now that they fired Tom Coughlin for.
They haven't been able to run play action in years because they haven't had a decent running game. I mean, come on. Eli's played with one arm. Now he's gotten happy feet and he's gotten quick with the ball because he's tired of getting hit. He's tired of getting hit, and they can't get the ball down the field, and they lead the league in drops on top of it.
I've been a Giant fan since 1965, and either watching it on TV, listening to it on the radio, or being there. I've missed one game. And I'm telling you, there's no way in heck I'm going to be able to sit down Sunday and turn on the Giant game. And somewhere Wellington Mara's got to be shaking his fist at John saying, what the hell are you doing?
We're all saying it. I mean, we all are. And listen, Eli's not mobile. Hey, listen, alert the media. Eli's not mobile. He's never been mobile. It's not what he is. And he's not a 70% passer. He's not a 70% dink and dunk guy. That's not his game. He's always been a guy who threw a great deep ball. He's always been a guy who's been terrific in the 2-minute drill, and he's always been a guy who's been terrific in the big game. That's who Eli Manning has been. And he shows up every day for work. Anthony in Staten Island, what's up here, Anthony?
Hey, Mike. Very, very, very hard day for me. I'm absolutely devastated, and a better word is disgusted. Been a Giant fan my whole life, and for as long as I can remember, the Giants have always been a classy organization. And now for the second time in, I feel like, 3 years, they've handled the situation with absolute zero class. They gave Tom Coughlin the coldest shoulder I've ever seen, who literally turned this franchise around, and now to the most winningest quarterback in Giants history, who is, in my opinion, a first-ballot Hall of Famer. And I'm watching that interview, Mike, of him in front of the locker room, and I'm crying. I'm a grown man.
Well, the other Giants are laughing, if you notice. Laughing.
They gave him zero respect.
They were making noise and laughing two lockers away.
It was absolutely disgusting. And the only thing I can hope for right now is if Eli doesn't put on the Giants uniform again, the only thing I can hope and pray for is that Tom Coughlin in Jacksonville right now is licking his chops, saying, no problem, you want to do this to Eli Manning? No problem. I will have him in a Jaguars uniform next year.
Why not?
And I pray to God he wins. He goes there and he wins, and he will make everyone, especially starting with McAdoo, look like a fool.
Well, I tell you, there'll be a lot of people rooting for the Jaguars. Now, Mons, did you see that? Doesn't he have a roster bonus next year, 5 days? $5 million 5 days after the season ends, right? They have to give him $5 million. So that's what 5 days after the season ends, I believe it is, the date, $5 million roster bonus. So that's what you watch for. That's 5 days after the season ends. Third day of the league year. Okay, not the 3rd day of the year. Okay, 3rd day of the league year would be in March. So that would be the league opens for business probably March 9th, 10th, whatever day it says. So that would be a March roster bonus, 3rd day of the league year. Okay, that would be in March. That will be the league opens 2nd week of March. It opens, so that would be when it would be. Okay, 3rd day of the league year, not the real year. Okay. Ron in Copac, what's up, Ron?
Hey, Mike. I obviously, I just feel the same as all the other Giants fans. I mean, you can't even put a rookie in now with their receivers and line and running. They have no running game. They haven't had a running game in 10 years. How do you can't even put a rookie in, Mike? It doesn't make any sense putting Geno. You know what Geno Smith is? He's a journeyman. He's whatever. He's there. but it doesn't make any sense. And you know what, Mike? If Breeze wants to make $20-something million next year, put Eli on the Saints with a top 10 offensive line with their 2 running backs and receivers with Sean Payton playing in a dome, 8 home games a year. Go see him. Mike, he'll throw for 4,500 yards in the Saints.
Oh, no,
Breeze can't throw.
no
Breeze
question.
can't throw. Mike, Breeze can't, and I love Breeze. I mean, he gave me what I would never, while I was living, I never thought the Saints would ever win a Super Bowl, Mike. But he can't throw 40 yards anymore. I don't know if you.
No, Breeze is a dink and dunk guy now. He's lost a lot of his arm, and listen, they've had and a lot of his yardage this year have been by throwing screen passes to Kamara. I mean, we know that. Yeah, Kamara's killing them, absolutely killing
them.
Mike,
he doesn't get hit, Mike.
Yeah.
You put Eli back there with 10 seconds to throw the ball. I mean, Breeze isn't a scrambler. With their running game, I mean, put him on the stage.
Well, listen, I don't know if Sean, I don't know what's going to happen, but listen, there'll be multiple teams for Eli. There's not even a question. I don't think there's even a little chance Eli's done. I thought Eli last year in the Green Bay game threw the ball better than he had the whole season. Remember, it was the guys who took the boat trip who both dropped touchdown passes in the end zone in that game. One on the way into the end zone, one in the end zone. And this year, the Giants lead the league in drops. And they have no offensive line. And they have no running game. And you know what? Try playing this game with no offensive line, no receivers, and no running game. It's not an easy game to play. That's why he's got 14 touchdowns and 7 interceptions. He doesn't have 14 touchdowns and 25 interceptions. He has too many fumbles when he gets hit, but he's tired of getting hit. He's gotten gun shy. I admit that. You know what? He tries to throw the ball too early, and he tries to get rid of the ball as fast as he can now. The offensive line stinks, and it stunk for a long time, and they didn't do one thing to fix this offensive line this year. And the one thing I blame myself for is I sat here and yelled about that offensive line all of March, all of April, and I went to camp and let them tell me that we got this thing figured out, and we've got it tweaked, and we're going to be fine. And you know what? I should have realized that there was no way that was going to happen. Because I knew that offensive line stunk, and I let them talk me out of it. And you know what? They talked everyone out of it into everyone believing they had it all fixed. They didn't have any part of it fixed. Greg in Long Island, what's up, Greg?
Hey, Mike, how you doing?
Good. What's happening?
Mike, with the Giants, Mike, I don't get it. What are we going to gain by putting Geno Smith in? I mean, I don't get it. What are we doing?
Listen, I think this could. I don't know what the reason is here. I think the idea is to take the emphasis off the last 5 games by making it multiple quarter. Once you make the game multiple quarterbacks, see, he can talk about winning. It's not about winning. It's never about winning if you're telling people you're playing multiple quarterbacks in the game. Playing multiple quarterbacks in the game tells you you're not trying to win the game. Because what happens if the guy's hot? He's still going to play multiple quarterbacks? He told Eli he was coming out no matter what. How can you come out no matter what if you're trying to win the game? What if he's on fire? You taking him out? So this was about making this not about the game anymore. Need to look at people. They're trying to get to next year. Maybe they thought if they talked about next year, they'd get to next year. I don't know. You'd have to ask desperate guys who are 2-9, who are trying to save their jobs, why they do ridiculous things. But answer me this. John Mara's here for the long haul. That's his player. That's a player who's part of his history. Why did he allow this? Why didn't he say, wait a second, this is Eli Manning. We owe this guy. He's part of our legacy. He's part of our history. He's going to come back here. We're going to honor him. We're going to honor his teams. We're going to honor their great achievements. We're going to put him in the Ring of Honor. We're going to hopefully put him in the Hall of Fame. You know what? We're not going to treat him this way. We're not going to kick him to the curb. What they do? Kick him to the curb. He can't wait to get out of here. If I'm him, I couldn't wait to get out of here. I wanted to leave last night. And where was he today, they tweeted? I just saw inside when I was in the production. David Deal tweeted that he was walking through the facility, and what he saw was an empty lunchroom where at the table was Webb being tutored by Eli Manning. So Eli Manning today, rather than, being off somewhere sulking or off somewhere where he's not doing anything, is trying to help the young quarterback to get up to speed. That's Eli Manning. Back after this.